Hello, YouTube. Here's my review for Revenge of the Fallen. Starting as Dark of the Moon. It's very hard. Transformers franchise, you mix up these very bizarre names, but the names actually have meaning. Uh, this had a lot of spectacle to it. That's something I think first should be acknowledged. The Transformers films themselves are a very bold move. They're taking a comic book property, you're adapting them, you're making them for all audiences, adults, kids, teenagers, adult male nerd children. That's what Mark Maron said. And I know it's a shot. It sounds like a shot at people, but it's true. I mean, that's your audience, and they make lots of money. Think about China. A lot of this comes from China. A lot of the money where people go to see these movies, it's from there, and then there's people going to see them all over. They're just big. They open up at the box office. These are the number one films now. This all started in the 70s, actually, with Jaws and Star Wars. When those movies came out, they really launched the idea of, well, we can do these big blockbusters. We don't really need to see these artsy movies anymore. People don't need to sit through that. Even in the 70s, attention spans were kind of low with that. Anyway, the Transformers films really are just a sense of spectacle has been part of it and part of the story and picture throughout. So when I saw the first Transformers movie, which was a while ago on television when I was a kid in New Jersey, this was in 2007. I remember being wowed by it. Just not really, just the grittiness of it. And then as I got older, I actually watched it in bits and pieces, and I really just sat through it one day, a couple days ago, and it was an interesting film. I thought it was fun, but it wasn't really, didn't demand my interest. Armageddon is a movie that demands my interest. I actually really liked that Michael Bay movie, and it's very cheesy. I know that, and I know it's dated in terms of its cheesiness quality too, but it's fun. That's something I can't argue with these films. As stupid and contrived as they are, they're fun. And that's what I got with Transformers Dark on the Moon. It's very aware of how ridiculous it is, and having said that, I think I can just have fun with the movie, and I did. There are there just are many parts that are conflated. They don't make a lot of sense, but I learned to roll with it. And actually, this movie's comprised of many endings. I thought it was going to end, and then it just keeps going on, and then it just keeps going, and then it ends very abruptly. That's the thing with every single movie. It ends with a directed by Michael Bay and the little gleaming title card with the flash of the steel names and the bold letters. It just it was just very demanding of your attention. Well, they ditched Megan Fox in this and she's a very badass take action girl, and they replaced her with this other woman whose name is Rosie Huntington Whiteley, and she's an English model and an actress, and she is actually a surprisingly good actress. And I shouldn't really say surprising; it's just that usually when you recruit a model or someone who's known for being a beautiful woman, um, you know, I'm just really looking at Denise Richards in the case of The World Is Not Enough, in which and a movie franchise like this is really known for over sexualizing its protagonists. I mean, in the first two, Megan Fox is made to go and work on motorcycles while the camera just pans all over her, and it's absolutely awful because that's her only character development. They talk about how she has a history with, auto mechanics and her father, but they never delve into that. They just delve all over her, and that's something Michael Bay does that doesn't it's never really worked as far as developing character, but here I just think this film, just at least there's such a sense of awe going on that the woman character doesn't get completely tossed aside. She's kind of just a damsel in distress here, which is interesting because Megan Fox had a lot to do here. Rosie Huntington Whiteley just is sliding off various objects, and Shia LaBeouf is running across buildings to save her. It's a lot's happening, but overall, I found myself so lost, and literally lost. I had varying ideas of what was happening. Patrick Dempsey's in this film, and it's very funny. Just seeing him is very funny and entertaining. Then the last hour was the most confusing part. And then I think the last 30 minutes you're actually able to get into because it kind of becomes more balanced. If that makes any sense, it just felt more natural, and I enjoyed that part. Well, that's um, Dark of the Moon for you.